It's Jo from Invest Leeds. I am at the office in Leeds 12. I'm just taking a few minutes to go live and tell you about what we've got coming up this month. It is obviously the 1st of October today, so we've reviewed our goals and what we'd like to achieve in October, as well as reviewing what we've done in September, what's worked and what's not worked. First, looking back over the month of September, we did 12 grand in fees, which was 3 deals. So real briefly, I will get details of these put on the website and Facebook. We had buy to rent and refurbish property and then remortgage it 6 months later. So that was a £54,000 purchase. It needs maybe 5-6 grand to tidy it up, and the lady who's buying it will then mortgage it for £80,000. She will get a 10% yield, give or take a little bit, based on the purchase price. The second deal we sold was, I'm just looking at the board here, I should have maybe put it behind me so you could see, but the second one was a 195 purchase price, and that's for a 5-bed HMO property in Leeds 9. It's got a commercial unit as well that's rented separately to a tattoo artist. So I'm pleased with that one because we'll get to manage it after as well, because the investor that's buying lives in Hong Kong. Maybe I can get some discounts on a new tattoo as well, maybe. And third deal, I'm not going to go into detail because it's a very confidential sale, but basically it's a 3-bed rental property in Leeds, and the investor will get around a 7% yield on that. It's not an amazing yield, but he's quite happy with it, and it's earning him more money than it's currently getting from the bank. So they're the sold deals. We've got 6 new rentals as well, so that'll create nearly £400 a month in passive income. Most of those are already let, so we literally have to just get the paperwork copied over as such into our name, and then we're good to go. There's a bit of work up front, but then once it's running smoothly, it's pretty much passive income into the business, which is great. Looking for October, I'm looking at similar results, 3 sales, 6 or 7 new let properties. I've got about 20 in the pipeline that will convert eventually, but for whatever reason the landlord can't move over yet. Maybe they're giving notice to their ex-agent, or they're still actually buying the property. I'm doing a talk at the Property Investor Show in London this week. I'm going down on Thursday, setting up, and all day Friday and Saturday the show's on at Excel. It is free to attend, so if anyone wants to come, whether you're already a property pro or you're just thinking of buying your first buy-to-let, it'll be a really useful show because it's very investor based. So I'm hoping to grow my network and maybe meet people first that I can work with. I've attended the show in the past as a visitor, and it definitely worked for me like that. That's why I decided to get a stand this time. I'm doing a talk at 20 to 1 on Friday this week, and there's over 5,000 people come over the 2 days, so I'm expecting that should be really useful. My stand happens to be just next to the stage too, so it should be really good for branding and handing cards out. I've got some flats in Bradford to sell. These are from the developer. There's around 15 total. There's about half of them left that haven't been reserved. They're technically off plan, but the build's actually pretty much finished. So I think by the time the conveyancing's gone through, there'll be tenants in. So they're not traditionally off plan where you're tying your money up for a year or two and there's a risk the developer goes bust and all that. There's none of that involved with this. I've got some commercial conversion deals in Leeds and in South Yorkshire too, so I'm currently appraising them, and I will be sending them out to my investors and hopefully maybe trying to sell them at the show in London as well. Towards the end of the month, I've got some visitors, investors from Hong Kong that are coming over to Leeds, so I'm going to give them a tour of the city and show them what they can get for the money in different areas. Maybe they'll decide to buy some deals as well while they're here. And then on the 22nd of October we've got PPN Sheffield, which is the monthly networking group that I'm on the team with, so I help develop and promote the group and usually do a little talk, whether it's for a few minutes or sometimes we turn take between us. Sometimes I get to do the longer talk. So I hope to see you all there. It will be free to attend if you've not been before. If you have been before, I will be posting a link soon and you can pre-buy your ticket in advance and save money compared to turning up on the day. In my personal life, I've got nothing major plans this month. I'll be hustling hard for the next few weeks, and then half term at the end of October I'll hopefully be taking some time off and possibly going away with my friend and our children for a few nights, which we tend to do every October. So that's a really good time, and that's a way for me to test that a lot of the systems I'm putting in place are working, outsourcing and things like that, and working with others. It's always good when I'm not actually there and everything still runs and goes smoothly. I'm going to go now because I've obviously got a lot of work to do. Today I'm going into the centre of Leeds and I've got to get some photos for one of the 6 rental properties, because that's one we've got to find a tenant for. Then I'm meeting somebody who has he's recently sold 3 flats to one of my investors, and we're going to be transferring all them. They're already let, but I'll get to manage the tenancy in the property. So that's today for me, and one of my own tenants has given notice, so we're looking for a tenant for a 1-bedroom flat in Dewsbury, and I have just had an inquiry, so I'm going to chase that up and hopefully we can line up a new tenant moving in on the day the existing one moves out, so we'll have no void. So thanks for all for watching, and I will speak to you all soon.